Why can't I hear it? We're almost to the a place. I wanted to show you these smaller fishing boats. I'm on the other side of where the sakura statues are over there. While the clouds are clearing, it's becoming a nice afternoon. I wanted to show you some of the smaller fishing boats. We saw the bigger ones. Look at the light bulbs up here. You know, they draw the shrimp to the boats by using these lights, and you can actually see the ships when they're out there in the evening. They fish at night, and you can see them actually with their lights out there bobbing along. I used to see the same thing in Humboldt County. The boats way out there in the rough seas. Look at all these small boats. Again, narrow and thin, or narrow seems to be the way. The Japanese like their boats fast and nimble. I wonder what this little room right there is for. Now I'm definitely entering an area where I'm repeating myself across channels. I've definitely filmed this area before for this channel. What the heck is that? Oh, it's a wooden box with a switch. I thought it was a Jizo up there, but it's not. I've definitely filmed this area before for this channel, and I've filmed a sake flask for the Softy Papa channel floating in there once before. But sometimes, you know, revisiting is kind of like seeing it again, you know, in a different way, and I'm showing it in a different light. It's kind of fun. I like this area, so if you want, you can see a little bit with me as well. Isn't it interesting? The ropes go all the way across the water to stabilize those boats over there. So what happens if one of these guys wants to leave? They have to go over the ropes. Curious. One of my favorite videos last year on the Walking in Japan channel was one where I went down a chamber, like a hole underneath a big wall, and this is the wall right here, and I found what was on the other side, and this is it. We're revisiting it again. Hey, I can make it down. The tide's down. Check it out. I don't have to get my feet wet. I didn't think I would be able to go down there. If you watch the Softy Papa channel, you may remember a video where I actually took my shoes off. I left them here and wandered down there and explored the other side. Shall we revisit it again? Why not? Hey, shall we? I'm gonna hold my camera carefully. If I drop it, it'll go down through the slots, and there you go. So here we go. Let's go. Let's walk carefully here, Kurt, and keep my shoes on. This is slippery metal. Very, very careful. Oh, there goes my umbrella. Come here, you. Oh, yeah. Very, very nice. Look at this. Now, the last time I came through here, the water was flowing all the way up to here. I had to take the shoes off and walk barefoot through here. I can go through a little better this time. Oh, I love places like this. Now, though tide appears it might be coming in, I can see the water. This seems to be the edge right here. Here comes a wave. Yeah, the tide might actually be coming in. So here comes a wave. So I should probably be a little bit cautious. Well, the worst that happens is I just get wet, right? Here comes another wave. So what? I don't mind getting wet. As I always tell my daughter Emily, the good thing about getting wet is that you dry. Now I'll shut up for a moment. Let's just enjoy this. This is actually a tsunami wall. We're inside of a tsunami wall right now. Looking back where we came. There are the tetrahedrons or tetrapods, pteropods, whatever they're called. Stacked up. I believe there are some pretty good-sized waves back there on the other side. Not huge, but big enough. Ooh. That's a good-sized one. I mean, nothing dangerous, but there you go. Probably climb around there. Probably climb over there and then up there and there, but I'm not too game. I know there's another way. There's stairs. Let's take the stairs, shall we? It's kind of interesting to come back to a place that I've previously visited. And see it in a different light. So is the way of life. I made a video also on the Soft Papa channel about hiking into remote places, distant places, and how I do that as a hiker, because I always hike alone, or nearly always hike alone. And I talked about how I go slowly. I venture the first time with slow caution to a new area, going over only so far, and then coming back and going again a little bit further. And as I do, I get more familiar with it and comfortable. Ooh, that's a good segment. And that's the case here. This is my second time here. It doesn't feel nervous like it did before. Although I'm wondering, that's a pretty good one. The tide indeed might be coming up. Yeah. I'm wondering about, what I worry about in this area is centipedes. This is salt water here, but fresh water, falling from above. And centipedes, the Japanese giant centipede loves to inhabit places like this. And I worry about them dropping down on me. Here's the stairs that I knew about from my last visit here. Now it's possible if I go up there and I spend too much time up there, if I come down I might have to get my feet wet, but let's go ahead and do it. Now it's been a while. It's been kind of rusting. Here you gotta be careful of this kind of stuff. The ground is indeed slippery and wet. Here we go, and from the top, I've been up here before. We should have a view of the ocean and the Tsunami Expressway. Whoa, here we are. There we go. Lots of trash. Looking back where we came. All through here. Someone's been here. Little stairways up. Here we go. You can see the waves. Not huge, but the seawall there is blocking the really big stuff. This might be worth walking along for a while. Maybe down there to get closer to the crashing waves. Although if I do that, there's cormorant. If I do that, I might wind up coming back and the hole might be flooded. There is the other side. Okitsu is over there. This is the pass, famous pass where I told you about before in previous video, where children forget parents and parents forget children. Up there's Sata Pass, the famous bandit pass that people had to make a choice when they were traveling on the old Tokaido Highway. Either risk the passage by the sea and get swept out to sea, or risk the bandits by climbing over the pass there. There's some absolutely fascinating stories about the bandits up there. I wish I could remember them. I can remember the details, but I can't remember them well enough to tell them properly, so I'm going to withhold it for another time. Maybe I'll walk up there and try to remember the story. Beautiful view of Mount Fuji, which you can just see the edge of right there. From here you have a great view, but can you see the flank of Mount Fuji right there? Just covered in clouds. So I think I'm going to take a walk this way first. Let's go see what's down there, and then I'll come back and walk along this way. I see the waves crashing over there on the rocks. I'd like to get closer to the tetrapods over there and have a look-see. So let's take a walk over here. I'll stop for now, and then we'll have a sandwich over here.